All right, welcome back to the Necessary Roughness podcast. We have a lot to talk about today. We are going to jump right into this one. We're going to talk about the snub of Bill Belichick getting into the Hall of Fame. What a joke.
Disastrous decision by them. Absolutely disastrous. I think we need to have a plaque, a banner, something, whoever voted for him, and put it up like a wanted, like old bounties. Like, this is crazy. How do you vote on this and then you're going to be anonymous? You don't want your face known. Like, no, you voted against Bill Belichick. I mean, he's got 8 Super Bowl rings. That's what are we, Super Bowl 58? That's 50, over 10.
No. We're at this will be 60. Don't be 60. Ridiculous.
Okay, whatever. Super Bowl 60, and he's got over 10% of the Super Bowls in his pocket.
Crazy.
Are we crazy right now?
Well, let's put it this way.
Like the best coach of all time, and he's not going to get into the damn Hall of Fame. Come on!
Not only is he a coach, but he's the GM for that team for 20 years.
Unreal.
We're talking about the evil empire. Like I've said it, this is the true evil empire. Bill freaking Belichick, Tom Brady, Mike Vrabel, all these freaking people, the true evil empire that everyone talks about. Everyone hates the Patriots because the Patriots dynasty was the old Cowboys. I mean, it was just, either we're a fan of these guys and you were from the freaking New England area, or you hated them like the rest of the country. Like, you just circled them every year and you went, we're going to play the freaking Patriots. They're going to be in the AFC Championship game without a freaking doubt. I mean, how many appearances did he have in the AFC Championship? 16? I mean, like every other year he was there. How do you snub this guy out of the Hall of Fame? Absolutely insane.
All right, Andy. Get in there, Andy. Tell us your thoughts. Trent, you've had enough of Mike. Andy, get in there.
I'm right there with Trent, and it's like, come on. He's had how many freaking AFC Championship appearances and like just playoff appearances in general? Is it in the 30s?
It's crazy.
It's like more than any other coach by far.
Yeah.
Well, you snub him from the damn Hall of Fame? Come on.
And you talk about him bringing the Giants to a championship as a defensive coordinator. He's the one who got Lawrence Taylor where he was at. I mean, they even talk about it like they're like, hey, we're going to put this new guy in as your defensive coordinator. And he's like, I don't want to do that. The one I got's working. And they're like, well, he's actually the one drawing it up the whole time. Like, and then
he's the one behind everything.
Yeah, you're going to have him go to New England where he starts the entire era. He drafts Tom Brady at 199. He decides he puts him in over Bledsoe, and they go on to win multiple Super Bowls with this guy. And they're going to snub this guy and put Robert Kraft? He's still the owner of the team. How is he available to go to the next round when I thought you had to be retired from the sport for 5 years? Last I checked, the only way Robert Kraft's going to do that is either he sells the team or he dies. Like, why is he going to this next round when Belichick, you could argue, is the reason why Robert Kraft is even talked about right now?
Yeah.
You hired this guy, and he ended up kicking it off with great success after success after success. So my question to both of you guys is does this set the precedent up that in 2 years, when Tom Brady's eligible, they're going to snub him too?
I'm glad you brought it up because I've already had that conversation with a few guys. What happens now going forward? Like, does Tom Brady get left off first ballot? Because the reason that I've heard, and granted, who knows what the actual reasons are? The internet's full of lies all the time. You got to read everything with a grain of salt. But what I've heard is the reason for him getting snubbed is because of the cheating. You had Deflategate and you had Spygate. Now, if that's the case, then we better be leaving every New England Patriots player off the first ballot if they were deserved, because they were all part of the team.
Well, I don't get that argument, because if you're going to say Spygate, it seems like a lot of coaches, players, they talk about it. That's what everyone was kind of doing. It was just the thing. But, I mean, let's look at NFL history. I believe the Raiders were using Stickum like on their gloves to catch footballs. Like, and they still have players in the Hall of Fame. Is that not worse cheating than, we're going to steal signals and we know what you're calling as a play? We're doing our due diligence to make sure we're filming you, understanding what's going on. Like, okay, fine, you can say Deflategate, but that was more proven to be a Tom Brady thing, not a Belichick thing. So why are you going to hold that one against him?
But also,
and then on top of it, if you're really going to push the issue, the owner of the team was freaking who moved on to the next round. Was he not aware of what they were doing to win?
Right. Also, every team cheats. Let's not kid ourselves. Don't be foolish. Every team cheats
Yeah, you're trying to
by
find a way to win
recording the other
game.
teams. If you're not
absolutely.
cheating, you're not trying hard enough. Sorry.
Look at Michigan. You think Jim Harbaugh just decided to stop
Yeah.
doing that kind of stuff? He's probably still doing it in LA. Like, let's be realistic. Anything you can do to give your team an edge, you're going to do.
Exactly.
And the only reason why it came out was why? Because Eric Mangini left his staff and then decided to go coach the Jets and said, don't you do that stuff to
Yep.
me. And then he did. And then
Yep.
he revealed what was going on. That's the only reason why it came out. And then even Jimmy Johnson's talking about, well, the Cowboys, when he was a coach, he was doing that, but they realized how much work it was and what a pain in the butt it was. And they just
Right.
said, screw it. We're just going to coach around this.
So let's read a few stats here real quick, just to kind of lay this out and so you can see how ridiculous this really is. So he's the all-time head coaching records in the NFL. These are some all-time head coaching records. Okay, total wins, regular season and postseason, 333 total wins. That's second all-time. Okay, second all-time, only behind Don Shula with 347.
Yep.
Regular season record, 302 and 165. He had a postseason record. Yeah. He had a postseason record of 31 and 13, most wins in NFL history.
Yeah.
And you snubbed this guy in the Hall of Fame?
and how many of those ended with Super Bowl confetti? I mean, let's be realistic here.
So okay, now that you bring that up, so Super Bowls as a head coach, 6. Total championships, including as an assistant, 8. He had 6 with the Patriots as the head coach. He had 2 with the Giants as the defensive coordinator. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Was that with Parcells?
that would have been under Parcells.
Parcells, and it would have been coaching Lawrence Taylor,
Yep.
those teams. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about he's been dominant on defense for a long time.
Oh yeah. So now let's get into a few career milestones here. Okay. He was the coach for the Patriots from 2000 to 2023. He was 266 and 121 while he was there. That's crazy.
That's an insane record.
That's crazy.
And just to pull off of your conversation right quick, I mean, you look at his coaching tree. Mike Vrabel is now in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another coach that he has is again in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Like his era hasn't ended in New England. We have the
Oh, no,
Evil
he's
Empire
still the man
2.0
there.
is back. Like
He's
the
still
Evil
the
Empire
man.
is here, and it's because we're following what Belichick did. Vrabel is the perfect acolyte of Bill Belichick. Watch what's going to happen. He's going to be defense first, and we're going to coach good, solid quarterback play.
Well, you've
We're
already
gonna-
seen it. He's
Yeah.
defense first.
yeah, he's defense first. I mean, you watch Drake May. He's been putting the ball on the turf, but they still find ways to win games because they're gritty. That's the New England way. Like they could say, "Do your job," but I really think it's just knuckle under, and we're going to play defense.
So here's another one. He's a 3-time AP NFL Coach of the Year, 2003, 2007, and 2010. He has 9 Super Bowl appearances as the head coach. Let's not forget, he also lost to the New York Giants.
Yep, and one to the Eagles.
Oh, and one to the Eagles.
And
So
then
yeah,
he had a phenomenal comeback against
I
the
forgot about that
Falcons.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he lost to the Nick Foles Eagles. I
Yep.
mean, you argue without the NFC East, he's a 9-0 head coach as in a Super Bowl.
So okay, so we said yeah, go for it, Andy.
The
Say it.
division that his defense came from as a coordinator is what cost him his Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
this guy was in 9 Super Bowls as a head coach, the other 2 with the Giants. So this year is Super Bowl 60. So we have played 59 Super Bowls so far. This man has been in 11 of them.
That means we could be playing Super Bowls for the next 50 years, and he'll still have over 10%.
That's crazy.
So 50 years from now.
He also
And this guy's not in the Hall of Fame? Come on.
He'll have to wait till next year, Andy.
It just makes it so. Where's the accountability for these voters? Like, I don't know.
Who does vote on this shit? Is it another committee?
No,
I
it's
don't know.
from what I understand, it's people who are actually analysts of the game. So like the people who are reporting your I can't even think of what you call it, like columnists, those kind of people who are dealing with the team media, correct?
It is.
Well, they all need to be fired.
Well, honestly, like I've said this before, these people need to be held accountable. And the thing that the Hall of Fame needs to do is either have their own committee where they just specifically look at the game. Because you look at this, this happened to Terrell Owens. Like,
Yeah.
he had beef with some of these writers, some of these
Yeah,
reporters,
and that's the only
what cost him his
reason.
first ballot. And so is
He's
this
still
the same
not
thing
in.
that's going on?
He's on this ballot right now.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens is one of the top 3 greatest receivers we've ever seen.
And he's been
And this
snubbed
guy's
multiple
still not in the
times.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Like, so the Hall of
Same
Fame.
with Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame needs to either get their own committee that specifically just looks at football and football only, or we have enough people in the Hall of Fame who have played, get them to vote. Get the actual people in the Hall of Fame to start voting, and then boom, guess what? It fixes itself because the people who are going to respect the Hall of Fame the most are going to be the Hall of Famers themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
There's enough players at this point that we could have players be voting.
Mhm.
Players and ex-coaches, like people that actually were on the field with these guys and know what these guys were. That's who really should be voting.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that let's use Jerry Rice for example, because he's in. You think Jerry Rice doesn't know how to see talent, especially in a wide receiver?
Well, yeah, you're talking about
No,
you're talking
not
about
at all.
coaches who've already been in there. You're talking about huge running backs, defensive players. Like they're going to know what the heck they see on the field because guess what?
Right.
They had to play against it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because they're a
they can
defense,
see talent.
they're going to vote defense first. No. If you're a defensive player, you're going to go, man, I remember lining up against this guy. Why is he
Right,
not in?
that's-
Like this guy
yeah.
was crazy.
So-
I would hate to be in this guy's shoes where he's got to stop Adrian Peterson, where he's got to stop Owens. Like I would hate to go against the New England Patriots coached Bill Belichick team. Like these are
Right.
the conversations that what they would have in the hall. At this point, you can laugh at the Hall of Fame because it's just a joke. I mean, honestly, I take more props and more respect out of the NFL top 100 voted by the players
Exactly.
than this garbage.
So according to Google,
I would have to agree on that.
Yeah.
Big time.
According to Google, the Pro Football Hall of Fame is selected by a 50-person committee composed of media members and experts who meet annually before the Super Bowl.
Experts my ass.
Yeah.
I think 50 media clowns is what you meant
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
So it says this selection committee consists of representatives from each pro football city, at-large contributors, and a Pro Football Writers of America representative. So
Apparently Belichick didn't pay these guys off enough.
Well,
These
apparently
people
his
need-
on to Cincinnati kind of comments got under their skin.
Yeah.
Look at, I mean, how is that good for the sport that you're going to be who you're going to be? You're going to give short-sighted answers because guess what? Does that mean that they're going to snub Marshawn Lynch?
well,
I
probably.
mean, you know, what did he do during the Super Bowl? I'm just here so I couldn't get fined. What are they going to do? Oh, well, he didn't want to give us answers. Let's snub him. How do you tell the story of the NFL without Marshawn Lynch? How do you tell the story of the NFL without Bill Belichick? What
I'm
going to
be surprised. At this point, I'm not going to be surprised if anyone gets snubbed. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen from any Hall of Fame. Bill Belichick is literally the greatest football coach ever. Okay. Sabin is from Belichick's tree. You want to talk about Sabin? Talk about Belichick first.
Yep.
Like,
Mike Vrabel, same thing.
Yeah.
From the Belichick tree. You know, you look at his offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, like he's over there still killing it. Like, who's their defense? Matt Patricia. Like, you look at these guys and they're still doing their jobs. They're still around the
Is
NFL.
Patricia still there or is he elsewhere still?
Patricia went to Ohio State.
he's
That's
he's their
right.
defensive coordinator now. But I mean, he's still making wakes in the.
Oh yeah,
football.
absolutely.
Who was the other guy? Went to head coach the Texans, and was the GM. And then he went back to Alabama. You know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember. There's been so many of them. It's hard to even keep track. I was going to pull one up here and see if they would show us maybe this one will have it. If they do, I'm going to shout them out. Here we go. Stadium Talk. Thank you. You guys are awesome. So Bill Parcells is the start of the tree.
Yep.
And then we get into Nick Sabin.
Yep.
We have Pat Hill, Kirk Ferentz from Iowa.
Really?
So it says Kirk Ferentz, he went to the University of Maine and then University of Iowa. He's been there since 1999. He was with Belichick when they were in Cleveland from 93 to 94. Trying to go quick here, guys. Sorry. Bill O'Brien. That's okay.
what I'm talking about.
Bill O'Brien. Romeo Crennel.
Solid.
Very good coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlie Wise. Charlie Wise was with them in New York.
Yep.
And with the Jets. And in New England. So he brought him along a lot. Eric Mangini.
Yep.
We all know that one.
Well,
Josh McDaniels. These are a lot of big names, you guys. I mean, like, This coaching tree goes on and on and on. And then you start branching it from there. I mean, Nick Saban is part of Belichick's tree, and he has a whole entire tree of his own. I mean, look at the Nick Saban tree. People talk about it every day.
Look at Nick Saban's trees everywhere in college football right now. Like, these trees have branched and branched and branched. Like, how do you tell the story of football, let alone the NFL, without Belichick? The story of football itself, like college and NFL, have both
football
been
as a whole
inspired and influenced by Belichick being a coach.
So here's another stat that like really stood out to me when I pulled this up. Do you realize that Bill Belichick holds the record for the most consecutive seasons as an NFL head coach? He was a head coach for 49 straight years.
Yep.
Damn.
49 years. That's crazy. That
And he didn't have a losing record. I mean,
this guy
constantly in Super Bowls. You just knew every year you're going to have to play this hard-nosed Belichick team.
So he holds the record for the most Super Bowl wins with 6 and the most postseason victories with 31 by a head coach. At the end of the day, Bill Belichick is the greatest. I'm going to say it. Bill Belichick's the greatest football coach ever. A lot of people were down on him because of, when Brady left, Brady went and won a Super Bowl right away in Tampa. And then, look at what Belichick did after that. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Brady was probably the greatest quarterback that ever played.
Well, you can't say that one without the other. I mean,
exactly.
It's like,
do we think Brady
like equating having a pair of Jordan Nikes? Well, they're no good if you don't have any feet, right? Like, I mean,
exactly.
Come on. Like, Jordan made the shoe made Jordan money. Like,
do you think
they're both one and the same? Like,
do you think Tom Brady would be Tom Brady today if it wasn't for Bill Belichick?
Absolutely not.
Do you think Bill Belichick would have had the same success if Brady wasn't there?
That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. But I think he would have had a lot of success, yes. Not quite the same success because, again, you don't have one without the other.
Yes.
But
you have to have
let's
the
be
mold.
real
like,
here.
You have to have this is what ended up happening. And look at what happened was he coached Tom Brady, and he also had a stellar defense. That team was going to go to a playoff game anyway,
Right.
But Tom Brady was a little bit of magic that they needed to beat the greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
I mean,
and some of those years there was a little bit of luck mixed in there too. Like,
well,
you have to have luck.
It's going to happen. Like, when you're coaching that way, you have to catch luck.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, you're not going to get lucky if you're doing nothing, but if you're doing all the right things, it seems like luck just ends up breaking your way. And that's exactly what Belichick did the Patriot way, like, do your job. That's exactly what they were all about, was do your job. And guess what happens? If you do your job, good things will happen to us.
And here's another thing I wanted to bring up about this. Like, Robert Kraft moved on. Okay. Robert Kraft is still on the ballot as a contributor. There can be contributors and there can also be coaches. So there was room for both of them. But here's
he's still on the ballot because he's still an owner. So he's still contributing.
Well, no, that's different. So when it comes to the owners, they're not, it's not like the same where you have to be retired for X amount of years or anything. You got to think, like, some of these owners, some of them, the same family still owns the team.
Still contributing, whereas Belichick is no longer in the NFL. Like, Belichick is the whole reason for his success. And you've only touched the surface on his coaching.
Right.
He was the GM for all those years.
That's exactly where I was going.
He was the general manager. He's the one who built the team that Robert Kraft gets to showboat. Here's my 6 Super Bowl
Kraft wasn't the one building those teams. Kraft was just the owner.
Yeah, he put Belichick in charge
is the one that did all of it.
Go win me Super Bowls, and he kept doing it.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how, and nothing against Kraft. I'm not saying Kraft doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. As a contributor, he absolutely deserves to be in.
Not over Belichick.
But Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
Am I the only one that's losing it here? Like, Bill Belichick, how is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer? How?
Because he honestly, it comes down to either we're going to come to find out that it's just because people were slighted by him and they have it out against him, or what's going to be even worse is going to be like that documentary Robert Kraft had come out where he petitioned people to not vote for Belichick this year.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, how does this work then? Like, any fan, anybody, everyone hates Belichick. Everyone hates the Patriots unless you're from the New England area. But everyone can agree Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, it shouldn't even have been voted on. It should have just been, hey, you got one less name to pick this year because Belichick's going
here's your
in.
golden jacket.
Here's your golden jacket this year. And we're going to vote for you guys can vote these people in, but you can't vote Belichick because he's automatic, hand off the ball. I mean, it's like, how do you not hand this off? It's like not handing the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the 2-yard line.
Right.
Oh, wait, that's happened, huh?
This is one of those this is one of those decisions where you don't this is a no-brainer. You don't need to have a vote on this one, okay? Like, okay, let's look at this list of players and not to slight any of these guys. These guys are all very deserving. Drew Brees and Eli Manning, okay? Very deserving. Eli's on his first ballot here. Eli didn't get past it. It's fine. Eli will still get in.
Even be on this list if he didn't go after the Patriots and win the Super Bowls against him. Like, that's part of his story. That's part of the NFL story. How is he voted on this list as a person who had to go against that team? Like, that's his whole argument. Like, we were talking about this before. Is Drew Brees, like, yeah, he's got all the stats, but you could argue Eli Manning, you can't tell the story of the NFL without him beating the Patriots, the undefeated Patriots,
twice.
And then the other Patriot team where it's just inevitable the Patriots were going to be there.
Right. So Drew Brees, Eli Manning, Frank Gore, and Fred Taylor, both deserving. Fred Taylor was a great running back. Frank Gore is, I think, second all-time in yards?
Well, I mean, he's been doing it for, 30 years? I mean, he's just the running back that keeps playing, you know?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Disease over there.
And it's crazy because he was hurt all the time in college. Then he got to the NFL and he hardly ever got hurt.
Yeah, he got all the injuries out of the way.
Yeah,
unlike McCaffrey. Larry
Fitzgerald. Larry Fitt, a great. You're
talking about more tackles than he had drop catches.
Yeah,
like
unreal.
This guy is unreal. Absolutely one of the best.
But also Torrey Holt,
who's catching it.
Exactly. The guy had
and you're still
glue
talking
for
about
hands.
Back when they were knocking people out.
Yeah,
like he was taking
across the middle.
hits and still catching these balls. Like,
but along with Larry Fitt is Torrey Holt and Reggie Wayne.
Greatest show on turf.
How is Torrey Holt not already in?
Reggie Wayne, Peyton Manning, Super Bowls. I don't know.
Jason Witten, a really, honestly, a great tight end. Jason Witten probably could have been left off this year for Bill Belichick. Just saying it. Sorry,
all these
Wes.
guys so far that we've listed to be left off.
Right.
I mean, no one has the accolades that Belichick
Not
has
one
himself.
of these names.
Like,
to
honestly,
me,
this should have been a no-brainer. Let's put all these Patriots in that we can this year because Belichick and Kraft are going in first round.
They could have had
fine.
They could have had an entire Patriots lineup this year, and it would have been perfectly fine.
And no one would have batted an eye. They would have been like, they
Vinatieri's
deserved
on here.
it.
Adam Vinatieri.
Yep. He should go as a Patriot.
Yeah.
There you go.
The fact we're having this conversation is just mind-baffling to me.
I know. Offensive linemen, Willie Anderson, Jari Evans, and Marshall Yanda. Three great offensive linemen, all very deserving. Could have waited another year.
Yep.
Kevin Williams for defensive line. Great player. Could have waited another year.
Is he going in as a Viking?
I don't know. I tried looking it up. I can't find what the list is at this point, but
The 5th?
the February 5th is when we'll find out who's in. Luke Kuechly, Terrell Suggs, both great linebackers. Kuechly was one of the best linebackers we ever seen. But let me look this up.
6 years. Like,
I want to see.
How do you have him in there? And then, okay, so
Over Bill Belichick.
Terrell Suggs, he's got 2 Super Bowls, one with the Chiefs, one with the Ravens. Like, he's a great player. I love him as a Raven, but not over Belichick. Like,
Luke Kuechly played 8 seasons in the NFL, okay? He played 8 seasons.
Ray Lewis in there?
You believe so, yeah.
I think he's already in, yep. So then we go to, that's not the list I was looking at. Okay, right here. Defensive backs. We got Darren Woodson, Earl Thomas. Yeah, very deserving, both of them. Again, could have waited another year. Adam Vinatieri, one of the greatest kickers, one of the most clutch kickers we've ever seen from those Patriots teams.
So
could have waited another year.
Is what they really screwed up their voting because it should have been, let's go Robert Kraft, let's go Belichick, let's go Vinatieri.
But I don't even see another coach on this list. We have one contributor, Robert Kraft, one coach, Bill Belichick, and then seniors or veteran players, Ken Anderson, Roger Craig, and L.C. Greenwood. Everyone on this list is very, very, very deserving. I'm not taking anything from anyone, but not one of these players deserves to be in before Bill Belichick.
Agreed. 150%.
Well, and if you're going to do this for storylines, I mean, what are we talking about here? You're talking, you could have put Robert Kraft in.
Yeah.
You could have put Belichick. You could have put Vinatieri, Eli Manning. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about
you could have
people
even
who have their career completely tethered together,
and
for the rest
Earl
of
Thomas
history.
and
By
Earl
Bill
Thomas.
Belichick.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas was on the Seahawks team that the Patriots
Exactly. Like you tie this all into the Patriots team this year, and you guys are all in because your fates are all tied to Belichick,
Yeah.
Kraft, and the run that they went on for 20 years.
Reggie Wayne. He probably played like 8 playoff games against
And
Bill
lost
Belichick.
most of them
Yeah.
because of it. I mean, you're talking about Terrell Suggs. The reason why he doesn't have multiple Super Bowls as a Raven is
because of Bill
we had to go
Belichick.
against the freaking Patriots multiple times and
Yeah.
lost to him in the AFC Championship game.
It's just crazy to me. This is one when I saw this come out. I talked to both you guys. I talked to Wes, Carlos, everyone. It was like, you guys, we might have to do several episodes on this because this one's unreal. This is bizarre. This doesn't even make sense.
Well, and everyone agrees on it. I've never seen everybody in
Yeah.
the world go, that's wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
You'll always have some outlier who's like, no, screw that guy. He shouldn't have gotten in.
Well,
blah, blah, blah.
we did
But
have some outliers, Trent. They
everyone-
voted no.
because they felt snubbed. That's the only reason. Because even when they go tuck their bed, hit the pillow at night, they're probably thinking to themselves, "Yeah, I really screwed up and shouldn't have screwed that one up."
Well, they
And-
should be
And
thinking
you know
that
why?
way.
You know why? You know that's the way they're thinking because they're not putting their name out there. Oh, I
Yeah.
voted no against him. No, they're trying. Well, why should our names be out there? What's going on? We should
Dox these people.
Yeah, these are unanimous decisions, anonymous.
Don't do
Come
that.
on,
That's not cool.
You can't put our names out there. Put your name. Say it with your chest. Then,
Yeah.
if you're that scared about it, say it with your chest.
Well, I just think it's crazy. To me, like, this makes the Hall of Fame look like a joke. It makes it look like a joke.
Well, the Hall of Fame's looked like a joke for years because of the voting, and now this is just proven that these people are gatekeeping for no reason. Like,
Right.
you are not allowed to do that.
It's
This
crazy.
is not your hall to represent. You are asked to vote on these people, fine, but it is not your hall. It is the Hall of Football Fame.
They
These
need
people,
to.
You have to take your egos out of this. You have to take your aspects out of it and look at for what it is. I hate the Patriots. Absolutely hate the Patriots. I'm a Ravens fan through and through, and I watched them destroy my team multiple years in a row and lose multiple AFC championships, a lot of division games, will not have the Super Bowl success. But even I, as a Ravens fan, look at Belichick, Tom Brady, and I respect their game. You cannot tell the story of the NFL without these guys.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think people really need to we need to relook at how this works. Like, they need to take some fan consideration into it because guys like us are never going to get a vote. We understand that, but maybe they should do a fan vote, and maybe it should count it as a percentage towards
We
it.
should
because
have more say than these clowns.
we're the ones watching these games every week, right? We're the ones. I don't think these people. I'm curious if these people have ever watched football in their life. Do they even know who Bill Belichick
Well, yeah,
is?
they're so-called experts.
Yeah,
Come on.
experts. Yeah. Experts of what?
Apparently, they don't know
Experts of what? What
crap.
I want to look at what did it specify what they're experts of. Let's see here.
They're not
basket
experts.
weaving?
They're
Oh,
media specialists.
They're
not.
nope. They're media members and experts. Experts of what?
Basket weaving?
Yeah.
Something.
Are you?
Throwing feces around at the zoo.
Yeah. Like what? What are you an expert of? It's obviously not football. Okay.
They must be
This
really
is
good in a
crazy.
clown costume and clown car because apparently that's what we're using these days.
It makes
Just
no
clowns.
sense. It makes no sense at all. I don't understand it. The fact that they could snub. I'm on the same page as you. I hated the Patriots growing up. I absolutely hated them. You guys know I'm a Broncos fan. I hated the Patriots.
Yeah, they're the ones who
Can't
cost you
stand
guys
them.
from even going to the Super Bowl. I mean, you're talking about years where the Seahawks, Patriots Super Bowl that the Seahawks end up losing. You guys lost in the AFC
Yeah.
Championship game. You're talking about multiple teams that have looked at the game and gone, man, we could win this thing. And, we're going against the Patriots, and it's going to be a hard-fought fight to get in. And it seemed like the Patriots were the gatekeepers of, are you wanting to go to the Super Bowl? You got to get through us. Everybody knew it. Circle them on your calendar. You're either playing us in the divisional or you're playing us in the championship. Because guess what? The Patriots were never a team that you were going to see in the wild card because they won their division consistently, and they were either the number 1 or number 2 seed, and they were always getting a bye.
Here's another stat
Every
that
year.
blew my mind. Divisional titles. This guy won 17 divisional titles as a head coach.
Yeah.
That's the most all time. 17 divisional titles.
And he was there, what, 23
You're
years?
talking about him coaching and winning Super Bowls.
23.
You're talking about him coaching and winning Super Bowls against who? Peyton Manning's,
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about the cream of the crop coming out of the AFC, and they constantly kept everyone down. They kept them underwater.
It's mind-blowing. Bill Belichick is the only man in NFL history to serve 20 or more seasons as an assistant coach and at least 15 seasons as a head coach. Bill Belichick is the only coach for 20 plus years as an assistant and 20 plus years as a head coach. Bill Belichick has amassed one of the largest collections of football books in the world. Now that one doesn't really matter much here. Bill Belichick started to break down game film with his father at the age of 10. This guy's been doing this for
not only that, but him and his family would go visit the Hall of Fame. Like, they constantly would go over there. He's entwined with football through and through to his core, and you're going to snub him of the thing that he absolutely has dedicated his entire life to and is more than deserving of?
I think Bill Belichick... I saw an article that said even Robert Kraft came out and said, like, what are we doing here? Why is Bill Belichick not going in first ballot?
Yeah, what a joke. What an absolute joke.
Yeah.
That's what the headline should be, is the Hall of Fame by Robert Kraft is a joke. I mean, you're talking about Jimmy Johnson, who said, I thought it was for sure Belichick was getting in. I already had my jet chartered. Now I'm not even going to go.
Yeah.
Like, this is a joke. It's not worth it.
I can't believe it, dude. This it blew my mind when I saw this. I mean, I don't know what your guys' thoughts were the second you saw that article, but mine, I about dropped my phone. I was like, what?
The second I saw it, I thought it was
that
a joke.
That can't be real.
I thought it was a joke. I didn't drop my phone. I was like, that's some weird article. Like, somebody's account got hacked. Like,
who wrote this?
This is crazy.
Oh, I know who wrote it. It was an expert.
Yeah, media experts.
It's a so-called expert. Yeah,
it was an expert. We're not sure what of yet, but he was an expert, or she was an expert. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding here.
Yeah.
All these clowns need to get fired. I mean, seriously.
Well, they shouldn't even be voting. Like, they should not be part of this committee. Like, the Hall of Fame needs to come up with their own form. Either you go with players or you go with your own special candidates where they have to watch everything.
I think you go with players, honestly.
I do too.
Like the top 100 sort of deal.
Yep. Yeah. Go with players. Have X amount of current players. Have X amount of players go back so far. I mean, obviously not all these guys are still alive, but go back and have some of these guys voice their opinions. Have a guy that played back in the 70s and 80s. Have him give his opinion. Hey, do you think Bill Belichick's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Well, yeah. Oh, okay. You must be an expert in football.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. You guys got anything else to say on this one?
I really don't. I'm
at a loss for words.
Befuddled by this decision. Everybody, you can hate the Patriots all you want, but you can't hate what they did for the sport.
Exactly.
You knew they were going to be there every year. You knew you had to circle them on your calendar. Every team, every great quarterback knew we're probably going to go against the Patriots at some point.
Yeah, we're probably going to lose.
And we're going to lose, or we're going to have to play them phenomenally and take them out, because you're talking about a head coach that did everything he could. Like, you're talking about the double pass against the Ravens that ended up beating us in the AFC Championship game. You're talking about a coach that just ended up having a playbook, a Rolodex, where he's, all right, I'm going to pull this out, and it's going to be exactly what we need when we need it, and we're going to win this game.
He had an answer for every single situation. And he was a defensive guy. I mean, obviously, he was a defensive coordinator and stuff, but he was also a huge special teams guy. And I'm serious, dude. I'm at a loss for words on this one. I don't get it. Bill Belichick I think Bill Belichick is the greatest football coach ever. Okay. Sabin wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Belichick.
Yep.
So anyone that wants to argue Sabin is the greatest, you need to do your research. You need to look at where Sabin came from and where he learned from.
Tom Brady's greatness wouldn't have come without Belichick.
Exactly.
You're talking about Mike Vrabel being the coach that he is. Wouldn't have happened without Belichick. You're talking about Josh McDaniels going and being the offensive coordinator that he is. Wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and we have Bill Parcells to thank for it, because Parcells is what started it all, honestly. But it's just crazy. I don't understand this one. Andy, you got any final words on it? Are you just as lost for words as we are, or what?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, hated the Patriots, absolutely hated them. And you can't help but respect what they have done for the game of football and what they that we're able to accomplish. And like Bill Belichick, he is the greatest coach of all time, and can't help but respect him. The fact that they snubbed him out of the Hall of Fame is just mind baffling. It's like, what the hell is this world coming to? And
as a Broncos fan growing up, I like I said just a minute ago, I hated the Patriots, and I will be the first one to tell you, absolutely, Bill Belichick deserves first ballot. Who are you trying to kid? Like, here's another one I just saw. I don't know if we mentioned this earlier. We might have, but I think I actually said 11. I was wrong. Most Super Bowl appearances, 12, including as an assistant.
Yep.
This guy has been in 12 of, I'm going to say 59 because the Super Bowl is in like another week.
Happened yet,
that will be Super Bowl 60. We have played 59 Super Bowls, and this guy has been in 12 of them.
And he's been retired for what, 5 years now?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think that's when you're eligible.
5.
So you're talking about, we're at Super Bowl 60 now. We haven't played it yet. But you could honestly argue 54.
Yeah.
And he's got 12 appearances out of 54 that he was actually able to participate in as a head coach, GM, or otherwise. Like,
I'm trying to do this.
So here's my next argument for you guys. We obviously now have been watching the game. All of us can agree that we watched the Patriots ruin our childhoods over and over again. So in the next 20 years, when Andy Reid's up for the Hall of Fame because he's taken this Patriots to their dynasty like this, is he getting snubbed too?
That is almost a quarter, almost 25%. It's like 22% of the Super Bowls he's been in.
Yep. He's been part of the league for 25% of the league's inception. Since the beginning, he has been there. I mean,
it's unreal.
Like, just think about this. Like, coaches that have done stuff like this, like, it'd be the same as if they decided, oh, yeah, you had the perfect season, Don Shula. Too bad you're not in the Hall of Fame. How does that work?
Yeah.
How do you, are they going to snub Andy Reid, who's one of the greatest coaches as well? I mean, what are we talking about here?
I don't understand it.
Without Bill Belichick, we don't have all these other great coaches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
like
Alabama
the guy that
run
just won the college football national championship.
Yeah. The Alabama run that Sabin went on. Yeah. His time at LSU, that would have never happened if it wasn't for Belichick. And like you just said, if that would have never happened, that means Cignetti would have never happened in Indiana. Like, just so many of them. Kirby Smart in Georgia wouldn't have happened. He came from Sabin.
Here's the best argument you can have. Who is every coach in the NFL measured against? Who do they measure against?
Bill Belichick.
It's not some random person. It's not Bill Parcells. It's Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick.
Well, how well is he compared to Belichick?
Exactly. So,
and he's not in the damn Hall of Fame.
And guess what? You have Andy Reid, who's been to 5 Super Bowls, lost 2, one with the Eagles, one with the Chiefs, I believe.
He went to
two Super Bowls with the Chiefs, so he's lost 3 for sure, and he's won 3 with the Chiefs, I believe. So he's been to 6. You're talking about he's been to 6 and he's still chasing Belichick. Like, what are we talking about here?
He's been to 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's freaking mind baffling, guys. Holy.
I mean, he's halfway there. He's halfway there.
And one of them that he lost against was, guess what? Belichick was coaching the other side.
Yeah.
And then the one that he didn't end up making was, oh, wait, the Patriots ended up beating the Rams in that Super Bowl because Belichick let him do a Super Bowl again.
Like, I just... Andy Reid. People talk about Andy Reid right now like, oh, he's possibly the greatest coach ever.
The greatest offensive mind. He's not even halfway to Belichick. The greatest offensive mind we've ever seen. The best head coach that's on the field. The only reason why he's the best head coach on the field is because Belichick's not against him.
And that's not to take anything from Andy Reid, because Andy Reid is great.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah. He's a great coach.
But he's been to 6 Super Bowls. Belichick's been to 12.
He's only at halfway there, 6.
I bet you Andy Reid gets first ballot. Not even joking. I bet you he does.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Crazy. Anything else, guys? Anything else you want to say right now? I'm sure we will be coming back to this one.
Yeah, they need to get fired.
Go back to the farm and shovel some more manure because that's what you're good at.
Yeah.
leave us a comment. If you watch this show, leave us a comment and give us your thoughts on this. Something quick. You can type out a whole book. We don't care what. We will read it. We will consider it in our next episode because we're going to talk about this again. This is going to be an ongoing conversation. But leave us the comment.
Your ideas so we can talk about them.
Yeah.
We'll read them. We'll if it's a good talking point, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Like, don't think that we don't read your guys' comments and know what you guys are saying. We are more than adaptable and willing to, hey, well, that's a really good idea. We didn't think of it. So,
well, and I want to know some other people's thoughts on this because I'm thinking this is kind of a 100%. Well, I'm not going to say 100, 99%, because obviously some people think he doesn't deserve to be in first ballot, but the other 99.99% of people that know what football is, I think would all be in agreement on this, that he deserves to be first ballot. So if you disagree, let us know. I'm curious to see.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
And if you do disagree, give us your reasoning, because we just listed out all of our reasoning of why Belichick is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. He should have been in without even having a vote. He should have been. Here's the baton. He gets it right away. Like,
there was no need to vote on this.
Golden ticket. You're Willy Wonka. Like, this is it for you.
Crazy. But if you guys are liking the content, make sure you subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Keeps us going. Like we said, leave comments. Let us know your thoughts on this. And check out some of our other episodes. We've got Super Bowl previews coming out. We've got other podcasts. Go check out the What the Puck podcast if you're a hockey fan. Go check out Batting 500 if you're a baseball guy. If you love baseball, Salary Cap Talk. We do all that on there. Just go check out the channel. Subscribe.
For anybody?
And thanks for watching, and keep coming back. We love having you guys. So thank you.